So the implementation of Kaizen in Scarty, initially we got everybody involved, got a team together, explained the idea of Kaizen to them, to get people that were open to change, because it was totally different to what we were doing on a normal day-to-day basis on site. Interacted with people, getting people on board was the main thing. Once we explained the idea to the people and what approach we were taking with it, everyone bought in, everyone got in. We can see the results of speak for themselves. So yeah.
The major improvements that we had was we specifically looked at the areas of workload and line balancing on the line to see where our bottlenecks were, and actively moved to tackle those bottlenecks to improve the flow on the line. We also focused on equipment stabilization, and we actually actively went after specific pieces of equipment that were coming up time and again as having poor performance and high levels of downtime. And then after that we were looking for the one best way with our associates. So when we identified the one best way of doing the actual operation, we captured that and we put it into standard work. So that has been how we have looked at this approach.
My workload has decreased, but my ability to produce more product has increased. So I think everybody's much happier because the work, like it was seen at the beginning that some stations had more work than others, but now that's just evened out. Everybody has the same workload. We're able to do the 5-piece flow. It just makes it so much easier. But my workstation in particular was one of the more labour intensive ones, but the actual work on that has decreased, but the productivity has increased, so it's been really good.
So the Kaizen method of doing things has helped us greatly. It has given us a structure. It's helped us focus on these areas rather than just a day or two looking at them. We actually spend a lot of time to have a team focused on that area, which has been brilliant, because we all get pulled from the day-to-day job. So when we're all focused on that Kaizen event for that, whatever it is, half a day or a week, that's our main focus for the week, and our goal is to get an improvement out at the end of the week. So obviously we've the award here today for the success of the Kaizen event, but we've done numerous Kaizen events.
The management that we held was, for the first few months we held a meeting at the start of each shift with the team, and we were talking through the different issues that they were seeing, and once we moved to countermeasure those issues and to resolve where there was gaps, we got major buy-in.
It's the same as anyone really. When you're so used to doing the same thing all the time, when people come in to try and change the structure, kind of everyone is like, oh, we're not going to be able to do this, it's too hard, you know, everything, how are we going to do this, and oh no. But after a while, I've seen the change massively as a team leader now, where we've a core group of people that are there with the same, that all the time, that we work as a unit. So we've dealt with the changes and we deal with them together instead of individually, where before we would have had the mindset of, I'm not doing it, I can't do it, it's not going to work. We can see the results now from the Kaizen event, and we know it can work, and working together helps us solve the problems better than what we would have done if we were trying to push against it. So we've seen a massive difference.
I think it would help us because we've from the Kaizen we did, we've learned to talk more. We're able to use the experience we gained in the Kaizen. If other lines have problems, we can help them, give them advice. It's been really helpful for us.
It's hard to change culture. It's a totally different culture to change for them. Yeah, of course, yeah, I've had a couple of people that hesitated, but overall I have to say I was lucky because it didn't take long to get everybody on board. The way it was done, like everybody was involved, I would say, from top management to the operators, so they felt involved, their voices were being heard, and yeah, they came together as a team, do you know, and I could even see other lines looking at them. You know, and now I have to say we are rolling out to other lines, and they know what's to come, and it's positive speaking about the project, you know, which yeah, you know, they're all working together, so to say.
So basically what we've done is we've analysed at this stage where our volumes are in terms of our different products, and we're actively moving to the next product now, which is our next highest volume, and we're actively looking at that to see what the issues are again. We have sat down with our associates, we've looked at our different product SKUs and stuff like that.
the moonshine line, we're kind of the focal point of how do we implement these changes across other lines. So we've seen other team leaders from other lines come and look at what we've done different, and I think the idea is to try and implement that going forward across all lines, production lines in the factory. We've seen line 10 now have started using the changes now, and they're implementing their changes on their line, and it's the same thing. We're seeing it's good from our line now. We're seeing that the problems that we thought we had when we started, they're coming across them now, but they've seen that it works once we implement the changes correctly and work together, and we're starting to see that being rolled across all the lines.
At the beginning, I think it's fair to say there was some reluctance, maybe nervousness. You know, it's a new thing, nobody knew what to expect, but as it grew and we could see the results and see what we were going to achieve with it, now we'd never go back. You know, it's just been brilliant. So it's completely changed everybody's mindset. The positivity is just brilliant. The results are there to see.
So we've learned so much from the Kaizen event, and it's a lot from the operators. So me as a team leader, my ideas, and basically my job would be to kind of help problem solve if we did have a problem. So before Kaizen, I would have been doing a lot of say communicating with my supervisor and stuff like that, but the lads have learned so much from the Kaizen event that we've done timings, we've done fish diagrams and stuff like, or is it I think it's fish diagrams, yeah. So we've done things like that. So we've had a couple of instances where we've been looking to change things just small bit. And what we've done was we've had focus groups, we've had different meetings and stuff together, and timings that we can see whether our changes have worked. But before that, we would have had the idea of, oh, let's just do it, it'll be grand, you know. But now we're actually looking into, can it be done, how can we do it, and what's the best way to do it. So the mindset has definitely changed, and improvements have changed since Kaizens.
As far as I'm aware, they are going to roll out Kaizens on the other lines. Again, the success of Line A has just shown what can be achieved when everyone puts their mind to it. So I do believe they've already started on one line, small Kaizens, things with blades and things like that, but I do believe they're going to have a major Kaizen on line 10 in the near future.
At the moment, line 10, which is a electronics line, a bit different than the Ultraverse, but same kind of story. We had a little event in December. The main event now, Shinji, is in May, so we're kind of doing our prep work first. We're looking at the processes and all that, getting the team engaged, what improvements they would like to see, what issues they're having at the moment, how can we fix them. We're doing little trials in the background, looking at stuff that wasn't listened to before. You know, just kind of we do it, so now everything's looked at in detail, which is great, and everybody is being heard, and it's great, and it's very positive feedback from everybody involved, I have to say.
I can feel.
And for me, because it's for a supervisor, the work environment is so much positive now, you know. Yeah.